The markets have rallied to new highs, but we are set to see a reversal. My name's D7 here at Grok Trade, weekend edition. We get through Sunday, February 26, 2017. And oh boy, missed a couple videos. Apologize, guys. Been teaching. Normally, I have others that teach for me, and this February I've taught a 401 Master Charter class and did a VIP. Just finished with that with some exceptional individuals who are going to kill it in the markets. I'm sorry that most of you will have to trade against them. Then I have a two-day Learn to Trade coming up Monday and Tuesday. I'm doing that online, and I will offer it. This is a last minute thing, so before I get into all this that the markets are showing us, if you want to get in on a class that is online, it's all day Monday, all day Tuesday, and that's this Monday and Tuesday, the 27th and 28th, online. You need to be a beginner. You have to be somebody that has not traded before. You don't know anything about trading, and you need your hand held to get started the right way. There is a tuition for it, and if you're willing to pay as much as towards a nice computer, then you should contact us. And here's what you should do. You should contact Keisha, Kesha, at groktrade.com, and to ask more questions, get more information. But we need to know ASAP. I hope we can get you in. If you don't contact us by Sunday evening, you're not going to be able to get in. So anyway, let's get on with the show. Markets end the day bullish for the most part, with small caps lagging, banks lagging by a lot, financials lagging by a lot. U.S. dollar up on Friday, crude oil down, gold and silver higher by quite a bit, but fear down. Let's take a look at this. We're going to look at daily charts first, weekly charts next, and monthly charts. We started off very bearish. We rallied higher on the S&P 500. Close out the day. Very bullish, to be quite frank, for that to have happened. Bears had a chance. Markets, guys, are looking very toppy to me, and small caps are showing us that. If I go here to the diamonds, gap down, and we ran right back up by days in. It was a late day rally. It was very impressive. We watched that. Here's NASDAQ. NASDAQ broke down below support and then rallied higher, closing back above it, healing itself. This is huge. The markets were at toast, but the late day rally helped it, at least short term. If I go here to small caps, the small caps rolled over and then broke major support, but then rallied late day and just barely got above this area. We could rally short term, guys. We could rally short term. Banks building a high base, fairly bullish. Financials building a high base, pretty bullish. U.S. dollar just caught up in a sideways trend. Crude oil, I put it on a sell on Wednesday. Thursday we popped up and we sold into it. Friday we dropped back down. We're still below support. I still have a sell on crude oil. Gold, I called a buy on Thursday, and then it continues higher. Silver, I called a buy on Wednesday, and we keep going higher. Looking good on the daily. The VIX on that'd be Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, called it a buy on the fear, and we've continued to move higher on the VIX. All right, let's go to the weekly charts to get some more information here. We're going to start with the S&P. This is amazing, guys. Up, 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 up. We closed above resistance. Guys, that is a monster move. This is unbelievable. On the weekly chart, we've gone up several weeks in a row. And now we close above major resistance. Oh, that's just amazing to me. Diamonds. This is what's interesting. We have a rising wedge on the weekly chart. We are going into the apex of a rising wedge, an ascending wedge. This is big time bearish, guys. Big time bearish if we can't get past this resistance line. NASDAQ. Weekly chart. Up, 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 up. And we kind of starting to pause here for the week. But we're not at resistance yet. But this is kind of a pause move. We went up a little bit, but not by much. Small caps. Here's the problem. Here's the big problem. This is the elephant in the room. Up, 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 up on Russell's 2000. A little pullback, a little pop, but we smash our head into resistance, and we have an engulfing, bearish engulfing pattern. We're at resistance. This is a problem. And the last 2 weeks been low volume up here at these highs. So this looks to me like we're getting ready to go south. I expect it to do that next. And if it does, I will put a sell on it right now. Still have a buy. Still have a buy on weekly small caps, but it's looking toppy, like we're hitting resistance. And this is a rising wedge. And if it drops, it could hit this. And if it breaks through, we're in a lot of trouble going into the future. Banks, same thing, guys. We are at resistance on the banks. I'm expecting it to drop on the weekly chart. Financials, we're in a rising wedge. We can't get off of support. We're staying there. I'm expecting that to drop on the weekly chart. Ouch, the markets are in a ton of trouble. US dollar, I had it a buy last week, but we closed below the support level. Oh man, I need to reverse it. I just have to reverse it. I'm gonna call it a sell again. Called it a buy. It tried, but it's dropping back down. It's a sell. Crude oil on the weekly is in a triangle. This dude looks like it's getting ready to go boom. High base in a triangle. Look for crude oil to get bullish, but I know there's other economic indications that are saying that it shouldn't go bullish, but technically speaking, I call what I see. Gold, I called it several weeks ago a buy, and boom, it's going bullish for the week, closing above the 50-week moving average. Silver, back here at January, I called it a buy, and we have gone up ever since. Why do I put on buys and sells? The reason I put on buys and sells is to prove to you that that with my 19 years of experience and being an active trader in the markets, that I know what I'm talking about. No one else will put themselves out there like this. We're all about transparency. But silver is on fire. VIX, falling wedge, and it just continues down. But look at this. We do have a higher high here. This could be, you know what I'm going to do on the weekly? On the weekly, I'm calling that a buy. I got fear as a buy. Fear should increase for the weeks ahead. And there it is. The higher high, higher low. This is it. That was the VXX ETF. And this is, I'm looking at the VIX index here. We're at support. Starting to kind of head higher. I'm not going to put a buy on this quite yet, but it could happen. And let's go to the monthly charts. Spider on the monthly. Up, 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 and away. We have an extended candlestick. These could drop on you pretty quickly, but we have a lot of upside potential. Let's see what happens, man. We got so many crazy things going on, but this could be what's called a V-top reversal, and do not be surprised if that happens. Diamonds, boom, busting all sorts of areas, but we have resistance now. I have a warning sign. This is in trouble for the monthly. We only have Monday and Tuesday to round out the month. It'd be interesting to see what the markets do. That was the diamonds. Here's the NASDAQ. NASDAQ up, up, up. We do have more room to go until we hit resistance on the monthly. Small caps, Russells busted this area of resistance, but we have 2 days. I think in 2 days we're going to rally back down. I think Monday and Tuesday could be pretty bearish, guys. I just have that feeling that it could do that. Man, banks up, but we're flattening out on the month. It's looking toppy, like we need a few months to pull back here. Financials up. It's just looking really bullish. Financials, US dollar, it's looking very bearish with the rising wedge. I expect that to break down. If it does break the support level, I'm going to put a sell on that, and that should help out commodities and stocks. Crude oil, bearish right here on the monthly, even though I have on bullish on the weekly and the daily, but bearish formation. This is a bearish pennant. I expect it to break down crude oil on the month. And gold for the monthly, last month I put a buy on it. We're higher, but we do have resistance that we're approaching. Silver, boom, I put a buy on it last month, and we're breaking resistance. If we can stay above that Monday and Tuesday, that's going to be hugely bullish on daily, weekly, and monthly. Look for a lot of upside potential there. And then the VIX, VTX on the monthly, it looks like we're trying to find a bottom. We're at major support. VIX index, major support. We went below it. We came right back up there. Guys, last time we hit this support, we rallied higher in the fear. We get near this, we rallied higher in the fear. This is a monthly chart. If you go back here, look at this. Every time we got to this level, we rallied higher. If we go back here, higher. I mean, this is big time area of support. So we're in danger zone for us to go bearish in the markets. You need to share this video with all your friends. And if you've not traded before in your life and you need the ABCs of what trading is all about, you've got to get a hold of us by Sunday evening. And be ready to make your tuition payment, and you will be with me personally on Monday and Tuesday all day long from 9 a.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. Pacific. There you have it. Catch you guys later.